man, look, we got breaking news. We got to discuss serious business. We still off the heels of Lamelo being snubbed as an all-star starter. He was well deserving, but if you haven't heard with Mr. Brian Windhorst and a bunch of his colleagues, they have really been running amok. I'm really disgusted. He has came out, Brian Windhorst. We all know he is famously renowned for riding LeBron's coattails and things of that nature. But he said that LaMelo Ball will not be an all star. He said that he's not an all star starter. And if you hear all of these guys talk, it sounds like it's some disgust there with LaMelo and his team. It seems like him being a member of the Hornets is really hurting him. But it's really crazy because Melo should be there, man. This is the All Star game. The fans want to see LaMelo, and for him to be completely taken out, this is downright horrifying. But we're gonna get into it, y'all. It's Flight Sports. Make sure you subscribe. I got my man Belize in the building. Belize, what's the deal? It's Flight Sports TV. We got breaking news on LaMelo. Brian Windhorst chirping. LaMelo got jerked around. Talk to the people. It's Flight Sports.
Man, they really trying to run up amok, man. But yo, keep appreciate you for having me on the channel right now, especially at these late hours, man. We appreciate all the work you do. But I definitely got to chime in, bro, because it's kind of crazy to think that he's the leading fan vote, like for fans, and they like acting as if like he doesn't deserve it, as if he's not averaging 30, averaging over 7 assists, averaging over these rebounds. Like he's leading his team in all stats, if I'm not mistaken, and it's just confusing to see like how they just automatically. I'm a New York Knicks fan all the way, I'm rocking with Brunson. You know what I'm saying? But respectfully, Lamelo is what the fans wanted, and I feel like that should say a lot.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that. What do you think about how they have the voting split up? They tried to compare it to a Zaza Pachulia situation. You
Well, see,
know, that I
that
think that's real disrespectful. Melo
very
averaging
disrespectful,
30. I
very
mean,
very,
talk to us,
especially
Belize.
especially because see at that time he was the center on the Wizards.
Yeah, good point. I mean,
Like
we really just gonna have to figure it out. To be honest with you, Lamelo is just is unfortunate, and I really think he has to make a
right.
serious decision. I think Melo got a major
My
decision to
apologies,
make.
flight. You can hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Oh
Um,
yeah, my fault. I had a phone call. My fault.
yeah,
But no, what I was saying was I was just saying like in the sense of that's who the fans voted, and he should have had his time, right. And not only that, like with the team, with the players, I would say not even really media, because I understand that the media is probably not like leaning towards Lamelo, which is probably odd because they use him for numbers to get ratings when they need them little clickbaits and stuff like that. They definitely know when to use him and his brother for those things, even the father at times. But for them not to even look at him in his way, and again, going off of just what the fans wanted is just shocking. But to see that the players also voted and they probably did not choose to vote for him and they chose to go other directions, it says a lot because it make sense to say like that's probably why Charlotte can't get no help neither, because probably nobody wants to play with him right now because of the organization. I don't think it's necessarily him. I think it's the organization, and I think it's because of the Jordan era that he had there and everything like that. Like my humble opinion, at least.
yeah. But what do you think about a decision for Lamelo? Because don't you think being a member of the Hornets is causing this, especially with their struggles? What do you think about that?
Well, I think Lamelo is taking it on the chin, right? Because these last couple seasons, we got to be honest with ourselves as Lamelo fans. He was hurt, right? So he couldn't really have too much leeway to try to do anything. Although I would say the Hornets as a whole, they were just holding on to pieces that they could have just been and get rid of, and it just didn't make any sense that they held on for him so long. But besides that, now that he's doing his thing, is like if they don't upgrade this summer, Lamelo do need to start talking like I need to go out off this team. He needs to speak and just let them know like yeah I gotta go. I do think Brooklyn is a nice place for him.
Yeah, because I think in another location, you talking all NBA.
Yeah, of course. Like, of course. Because again, and it just and it shows, right? Because again, Brunson was number 3 in fan votes, but they made sure he became a starter because he's from New York. Like, and um respectfully, he gotta, do what he do. He gonna
Yeah,
help push the
all of
league.
those teams are competitive.
Well, yeah, the Knicks is definitely competitive. They're number 3 team. But look, here's another take that I want to say, right? Because now you also know I don't know if you're fully aware. I'm not going to disrespect you like that. You definitely aware. But the coach, right? So it goes off of the number 1 team on the East. So if the Cavs are the number 1 team, that means it's going to be his coaching staff to pick the reserves. And I heard your last video about the Garland take, and I do think that's how Garland will be able to get in because it's going to be his coach that's going to be picking, or his coaching staff that's going to be picking if the Cavs are the number 1 team at
Garland
the
is a
beginning of the season.
lock. I think Garland is a lock.
And I,
Like
and I, and I
he gonna be
believe
the
and I
first
believe
name
and I believe
called.
Dame is the second lock if
Yo,
that's
then
the
what
case.
about Trey Young?
Well, the thing is about Trey, I don't think they're gonna go that much guards because I
Yo,
mean I
Trey
will.
been cooking too.
Yeah, but the
And
thing is
then
with
when
Dame,
it is
the thing
wild.
is with Dame, Dame just won the midseason tournament, right? Dame is over there cooking over there right now too, especially if they get this Jimmy Butler trade off, like for the last month, they're definitely gonna go the route. So I could definitely see Dame. I don't see them messing with Dame because remember, like Dame's like already 9 straight or whatever it is, 8 straight, whatever how much years it is. They're not gonna tweak with that. I think he's definitely a shoo in. I could see them passing up on Garland, honestly, but it will be for interesting. I don't know. I feel like Lamelo definitely deserves it, but I can't see the Cavs coach picking Garland. I mean, picking Lamelo over Garland.
I never thought I'd say this, but I think LaMelo is not going to be named All Star. But I think he may come in due to an injury or something like that, the way he did the first time. How do you see this playing out?
Oh, if that's the case, then that would be honorable, I guess, right? But
Better
that's
than nothing.
yeah, definitely better than nothing. But I mean, his first All Star is what secured him that 260 mil for going, his contract because he made an All Star within his rookie contract. So those are like the incentives they get, right? So it would be nice to see if he doesn't make the All Star, at least if he can make the All NBA. I know that's a stretch, but you know that would be a really nice honor for him to get. But I do think he needs to leave that team though, respectfully. Cause if he would have got the number 1 pick last year and he would have got Wimby, I feel like we talking a different Lamelo. Like you know what I mean?
Completely. Completely different Mellow, man.
And there's no shade to Brandon Miller, but I'm just saying if we could have got Victor and Lamelo over there on the same team, it would have been definitely a different
Yeah,
circumstance.
most definitely. Make sure you hit the like button. If you new, most definitely hit the subscribe button. You already know it's Flight Sports. We're going to have Belize back. You already know what it is. Peace and love.